Okay, here we go. Losing trick count part 2.
All
Take
right,
it away, Paul.
we talked about it last week, and I'm just going to give a bit of a refresher course here very quickly. And this is, we're using losing trick count instead of or in conjunction with the normal high card points. So this is how it would loosely translate to the normal high card points you would hold. If you're an opener and you have 8 losers in your hand, you're going to pass, and that would be like a hand that's 0 to 11 points. 7 losers is a minimum opening hand. 6 losers, you'd make a game invitation. So if you opened a heart and partner bids 2 hearts, you would bid 3 hearts with 6 losers. 5 losers on that same auction, 1 heart, 2 hearts, you'd bid game. And with 0 to 4 losers, you're usually going to open up 2 clubs, especially if you have the right point count. For responder, now partners, let's assume partner opens a heart and you've got support. With 10 losers, you would pass. That would be the 0 to 5 points. 9 or 10 losers is a single raise. You'd bid 2 hearts. 8 losers is that limit raise, and you would bid 3 hearts. With 7 losers, remember partners open, so they've got 7 losers. You subtract that from 24, and that leaves 10. So you have enough for game, and so you'd make whatever game force you would normally do, a Jacoby 2 no trump or whatever else you use to get to game. And with 6 or fewer losers, you want to look at slam as a possibility. You don't know how many losers when he opens a heart, how many losers he has. You know that he has at most 7. And if you can show that if he has the opportunity to show that he's got less or an extra values, then you can start looking for slam.
Can you go back to the opener slide just for a second? Yeah. Why would you have opened? Oh, you didn't open. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. So
I just missed that. Yeah.
That would be the non-opener.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the non-opener.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so let's take a look and compare losing trick count to high card points. On this auction, partners open a spade, and you've got one of these 2 hands. Both of them have 8 losers, and you see one has 11 high card points, and you would normally make a limit raise with that hand. This other one only has 7 high card points. Using losing trick count, you would also make a limit raise with that hand, even though it's only 7 high card points. Another example, this time you are the opener, you've opened a spade, partner bids 3 spades. We see a situation where you've got 14 high card points. In one case, 7 losers. You would pass that hand because partner is showing 8, that's 15, which translates to only 9 tricks. On the next one, you still have 14 high card points, but only 6 losers. So you would accept the limit raise invite from partner and bid game.
Wow.
Yep, it's completely different, and it works quite often.
Yeah, I would say this is that bid right there has been the bid that's helped me the most with using losing trick count. The one he just went through.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Now I just did that in a robot game, and it was wrong. So it doesn't always work.
Well, right, yeah.
No, yeah. But it's a good guide.
Yep.
All right, let's look at a couple more. Here we have partner opening a heart, and you've got 7 losers. In both cases, one 12 high card points, the other 9. Here's a good example, by the way, that you would not bid 1 spade with this hand. Support was support. You show it right away. Mm-hmm. So in both cases, you want to force to game. If you're playing Jacoby 2 no trump, that would be your bid. If you have some other game forcing bid that you make, you would use that instead. Even though you only have 9 hard points, by using just hide cards, 6 to 9, you would think, I should just bid 2 hearts. That's worth a game bid right there. And in the next one,
Wow, that's tough,
Already-
Paul.
I know it is. I know it is. But give it a try and
All right.
and see how it works out,
All
because
right.
it's surprising how it works out. And I'm going to go through some examples in a minute. Next hand, partners made a limit raise after you've opened a heart. Both of these hands have 17 hard card points. You are going to bid
Game on that one.
because you have 6 losers. He's got 8. That means that you can make game. On this one, you only have 4 losers. So with his 8, that comes to 12. You subtract it from 24 and you've got 12 tricks. So you just want to make sure you've got enough aces that you're not off 2. If partner shows 2 aces, you're going to be bidding slam. Now, someone last week asked, how do you know who takes control here? And I think that was a great question. So I want to expound on that just a little bit. When a fit is found, remember, to use losing trick count, you have to have a fit. The person who's in charge is the partner of the person who's limited their values. So here we have opener opening a heart. Now, he's limited his values because he doesn't have 37 points, doesn't have 22 presumably, but we're going to treat this as unlimited because it's such
A wider range, yeah.
And partner now, the responder has bid 2 hearts, which is pretty well defined as a limit on their hand. So what it's called is captaincy. I don't know if Mark's talked and used that term, but the captain of the hand, the person who is in charge and sets the level, is the captain. That person is the one who has not limited their hand. So in this situation, 1 heart, 2 hearts, the opener is the captain. They can set the contract, they can pass, they can bid 4 hearts, they can invite to game. And then they're the one in control. Same thing, 1 heart, 3 hearts, a limit raise. Opener is the captain. So they can do the same thing. They can pass 3 hearts, they can bid 4. If they have a huge hand, they can start looking at slam. When is responder partner, captain? Here we have a situation where openers open a diamond, responders bid a heart, unlimited, it's a forcing bid. 2 hearts by the opener, and that means he's limited his hands, so the responder is the captain. He may not be the captain of the love boat, but he is the captain. So he gets to determine where the contract's going to be. He can set the contract by passing or bidding game. He can invite, or with a really good hand, he can investigate slam. Same thing if opener has over 1 heart, bid 3 hearts. He's limited his hand to 15 to 18. And so the responder is the captain.
With a K?
With Mr. Green Jeans.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
So he gets to set the contract or investigate. So let's look at some hands. Here's a hand where the opponent's opened a club. South does not have a bid. He can't make a takeout double, even though he's got 12 points, so he passes. West bids 1 heart, and North comes in with a 1 spade bid. Well, South certainly likes that. He's got a fit. And so when it's his turn again, he can Q-bid 2 hearts to tell his partner, I've got a fit with you, and I've got a decent hand. If you opened on a normal, minimum overcall of 8 points, just bid 2 spades. But if you got some extras, go for it, because I've got 8 or fewer losers. And if you look at the North hand, they've actually got only 6 losers. So they are going to accept that game invite because partner has shown a limit raise or better. And with 6 losers, you certainly want to be in game. And we actually played this hand and made 5 with only a 9-point overcall. So a total of 21 points. And if you look at the 2 hands, it's pretty easy.
This is why you play with a good partner, people.
This is very cool. Can I just ask a little side question?
Sure.
you use 2 hearts as your cue bid. Is there a difference between using 2 hearts or 2 clubs as your cue bid?
Yeah, I usually do the lower, Paul, as you know, the lowest suit.
Yeah, the only problem, no, if you, as long as you both, there are differences in very complicated situations. So I would say it's okay to use the lower one as long as you and your partner are in agreement.
Okay, no,
The
I would
problem
understand
is
them
that
both. I just
sometimes-
wondered if there was.
Sometimes one club is bid on a 3-card suit and south.
You might actually
knocked
have
out
clubs.
Because you could have ace, king, jack, 6 or something like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Okay.
that's why I would normally use 2 hearts. But if you come to the agreement that both of them are considered cue bids, or just the first one is considered, the lower one is considered a cue bid, then there's no problem. You can
Okay.
play that.
So what does a cue bid mean?
Oh, that's 50 different lessons, whoever asked that. In this case,
Typically-
yeah, go ahead.
Typically, in these kinds of auctions, when partner has bid a suit, it shows support for that suit and at least limit raise.
In this case, it'd be a
values
limit
are
raise,
better.
probably because they were past hand. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, no, they're not a past. I mean, they're a past hand, but they could have game values
Yeah, that's true.
because it's an, they had a
Yeah.
bid in front of them.
No
So-
available bid, yeah.
Right. So it shows 11 points and at least 3 spades in these kinds of situations. Now, there's plenty of other situations where it means something else, but usually in competition like this, if partner cue bids, they are showing support for your suit.
And cue
Okay.
bid is bidding the other partner's, the opponent's suit?
You bid their suit because it's a suit, a cue bid is a bid where it's clear that you do not want to play in that suit. So in this case, I would not want to play in 2 hearts if the opponents have hearts. So it's a cue bid. And partner knows I don't want to play there and knows that because of our agreement that it shows support and 11 points plus.
And you jumped a game with 9?
You jumped game with 9 because you only have 6 losers. You would never do that using high card points. But look at this, look at the hand. Normally, you're not going to lose a spade. You only have 1 heart loser. You only have 1 diamond loser when the ace is knocked out.
And maybe a
And,
club.
in this case, the club finesse worked. So we made 5. You only had 2 losers on that.
Yep,
that's the
that's
beauty
what
of
this
losing
lesson is
trick.
about. Whoever asked that, we're trying to reevaluate. So, yep.
Here's
All right.
another hand where we have
Mhm.
a total of 23 points between the hand. This is played by, I don't know if you've ever played against Jim, who's local. Did a very good job here. Partner opened a heart. We bid 2 spades to interfere. And he looked at his hand and he saw 10 points. Now his partner opened a heart, so he knows that partner has a 7 loser hand. And if he counts his losers, he's only got 7. If you counted just your points, you would probably settle for 3 hearts. But here he bid 4 and it just rolls home.
That's so cool.
It is, yeah.
Here's another one, 8 losers versus 6. In this case, my opponent opened a no trump and I overcalled 2 hearts with this nice hand. Now we happen to play that 2 hearts is natural and just shows hearts. And it went past and my partner it was his turn to bid and he just looked at his points and decided that he should pass. And I think he's
Ugh.
probably scared because there was a no trump opening.
Ugh.
But if he thought about it and had thought, Paul probably isn't coming in with a 2 heart bid on a really bad hand. He's probably got an opening hand for this. I think he should have invited with this hand.
Should have gone to 3, yeah.
Yes. And with 6 losers, I would have gone to game. We actually made 5. We were in 2. And so I think my partner missed the boat on this one. I'm going to call him my former partner now, but
You're kind of
Well,
vindictive.
we can
Paul.
send this recording to them and they'll really like it.
That I wouldn't have a partner left, Paul, if they If they
Well,
got rid of me
face to
after mistakes.
I am a bit vengeful.
Yeah, we know.
Face to face, I used to slash their tires, but I've calmed down since then. All right. This is an awful hand. This is a case where the opponents had only 2 7 losers hand. They were able to bid game. We had the same thing, 14 losers, and we were able to bid game. So 1 heart and a spade overcall, 2 spades by me, because I had support for the heart suit and I had a limit raise or better. And this hand knew that they had the spades, so he doubled, showing that he had spades when I had bid 2. And partner bid 4 hearts because opposite my limit raise, he wanted to be in game. And this guy bid 4, and it was my chance to make the last mistake, so I doubled. And they made it. And another example of not having a lot of high card points, but losing trick count got him to the right spot. And I don't know if you can blame me with ace of trump and an ace king outside, partners opened. It seemed like a double was right.
It happens.
Yeah.
If they don't ever make it, you're not doubling enough, right?
Oh, I'm doubling enough.
All right, good. All right, we got to wrap it up. So try to quick speed through them if you can.
Okay, here's just an example where after South bids a spade and then rebids 2 hearts over a no trump, with only 6 points, they've made a raise 2 hearts to 3 hearts instead of passing and getting to game and once again 6 opposite 5 losers. Most people would just pass 2 hearts with this hand, and losing trick count says that you should raise.
That's his regular partner.
And I'm not going to have a time apparently to show you this masterpiece where the robot got us to 6 diamonds.
Great.
Oh, I want to make one point here. North opened a diamond and I held 5 clubs, opening hand, and 4 hearts.
Mm-hmm.
I bid 2 clubs with that hand to show, first of all, that we have a game force, and bid my longest suit first. Because of that and some other things, we were able to get 6 diamonds. We were the only pair to get there. And I looked at the results of everybody else. Everybody else responded 1 heart with this hand. I don't think that's
Set the game force. Set the game force. Set the game force.
Well, but you have to have that distribution though, Carlene. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to bypass a 4-card major unless you have a 5-card suit.
Yep.
My plan was to bid 2 clubs and then show my hearts next. If we have a 4-4 heart fit, we're going to get there.
Yep.
We'll find it. There's no need to show it.
You still have time. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Paul was referring to last week. He's a little off on it when he was talking about the other one. It was actually last month, 4 weeks ago. So when he was referring to the first losing trick count one, and then also there was some talk about a Q bid raise. Mark Kinzer did one of these lessons on that topic that was brought up during this one. So did you want to say anything else, Superman?
Nope. Up and away. That's it.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you at the game.
Thank you.
Okay,